podcast.
Bring your friends.
It's terrifying to me, some of the stuff
Yeah.
that I see people do.
Yeah. Well, the things I talk about in my book, I did not do intentionally. They just happened as
I love the disclaimer. I wasn't out trying to do this.
no,
Like,
I
I'm not-
was.
I'm
I
not-
didn't get lost. Oh, let's see what it's like to spend the night on a mountain in a lightning storm, you know?
that happened to you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I gotta hear about this. How did this?
Well, that's the main story of the book is when I was hiking in January on the top of Tomsock Mountain, which is the highest point in Missouri.
Mhm.
And my husband was with me, but he didn't go all the way on the hike because he's physically not able to do it. So
I'm glad you said that, because I literally almost said a joke and I was like, "Don't do it, Richard." Wait. I was about to be like, "He abandoned you. I see how it is." You're like, "He was okay," and I'm like, "Oh, thank God, thank
yeah,
God."
well, no, that's what when I didn't come back and they came to lock up the park, that's one of the first things they started doing. They suspected him of foul play. You know, what was your relationship like? Did you have a fight?
Bro, that's the first thing that they
Oh
went.
yeah. I mean, and not just one of them. There were like 4 or 5 different team leaders, and each one in a different way quizzed him or asked him questions that would, you know,
Yeah,
reveal.
they're trying to navigate what people don't. I know what you're talking about. What people don't understand about law enforcement is we know how to navigate the conversation.
Yeah,
to take you somewhere, make it look so I now have probable cause.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
And finally, when early in the morning, I think they were satisfied. Everyone's satisfied that foul play wasn't involved.
And then they started searching.
Oh no, they started searching at 6 o'clock.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I was
At
about to
6
say,
o'clock, they set up a command center and started searching.
what were you doing this whole
During
time?
that time, I was trying to find the trail because I've
Okay.
been lost before, but I've always found the trail.
Okay.
You know, I got lost on the Hawksbill Crag hike, but I knew from the direction of the sun and the fact that I hadn't walked through a field and I was walking through a field now or a glade, that I wasn't in the right place. So
you understand
Oh, sure.
basic geographical
Well,
map reading and,
Yeah, you have to be you have to be aware of your surroundings, and that's what I try to do is to try to be aware of my surroundings when I'm hiking. And so I will mentally make a note of, you know, certain geographic things. But yeah,
I gotta ask.
Uh-huh.
How the hell did you get lost? Like, what were you doing? Were you just taking pictures? Like, it's so beautiful.
No, actually, I had gone down and taken a picture of the waterfall, which was my goal.
Mhm.
And I was on my way back, and I came and I was hurrying because I wanted to get back before dark because gets dark at 4:30 in January,
Mhm.
and we hadn't started until 2. And so even though it was a 30-minute hike there and back, it's still, you know, I wanted to be back before dark. And I came to there's a lot of rocks there, igneous rocks and flat rocks. And I came to a point where there were no trail markers and it was a big flat rock. And I thought I saw a trail going to the left. I thought that was a trail and I followed that.
And that was
It was not the trail.
Okay.
And so then I tried to go the direction that I thought the trail was. I never picked up the trail again. I looked all night, until 11 o'clock. I stopped. I know because I took a picture of myself, and at 11:15 I stopped because it was so dark I couldn't see anything else. You can see, but it was so foggy too. There was no moonlight at all. It was the heaviest fog the park ranger said he'd ever seen in that area.
So you didn't have one of those surefire lights and whatnot?
No, I had ignorantly left my fanny pack that had all my gear like that, emergency gear and snack bars and stuff like that. I'd left it in the car in a hurry to get on the trail. And by the time I realized that, it was too late to go back because then I wouldn't have had time to do the trail.
Yeah.
And they were closing it up the next day to shoot for wild hogs from helicopters. So this was my only chance. And I hadn't taken my phone because I wasn't getting any reception at all. No reception. Now, one thing I want our listeners to realize is, and something that I learned, and among other lessons, is always take your phone with you, even if you're not getting a signal, even if it's nearly dead, take it with you because they can ping you. They could have found me if I'd had my phone with me.
Because of the cell phone towers and whatnot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's what carrier you have.
Mhm.
In an emergency like that, they can ping you and find where you are. But I didn't have any of that with me. So that's how I lost the trail, and I kept looking for it. And at one point I was on top of a mountain and I thought, oh yeah, here's a marker. It's a trail marker. It wasn't a trail marker. It was a survey marker. So I was at
Did
the
you take
boundary.
pictures at any point in time, like where you were like,
No.
I know I'm lost, but
No, I
no.
really
So
didn't.
you were like
Yeah,
legit
no,
panicking.
I was legit serious looking for my way out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I really I used my camera flash for a light at different points because I would think
Okay.
I'd find the trail. So I took a picture because I pressed it down all the way, but no intentional picture. So I thought I wanted to save my battery. And when it got dark, I thought, well, I'll save my battery and I'll have at least have a light if I
Flash
need
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or use it some way like that.
Yeah,
So
that's the reason I asked, because you said you've been lost before. So I'm like, well, maybe she was comfortable, just like, we'll
not
figure
at
this
that
out. Not that, not this
yeah,
time.
not at that hour of the day. And I knew my husband would be furious with me because I wasn't back and I had taken time to take pictures, you know?
Like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I could
So,
understand that.
yeah.
What was it like when they found you? Like, were you
They
like,
didn't find me.
they didn't? You just found your way back?
I found my way out
It's our
myself.
tax dollars going. But anyways.
No, don't you say anything bad about them. They were great.